Let's talk about childhood trauma, okay? So if I ask you a question, do you have childhood trauma? And let's say you had a decent childhood, nothing really bad happened. You did not have to witness something really that terrified your reality, someone's death, sexual abuse, extreme emotional abuse. If you have not experienced any of those things, and if I ask you, do you have childhood traumas? Most likely your answer is going to be no. Okay, and the title of this video is please watch this video if you think you don't have childhood trauma. So here's the problem. Everybody, all of us, the whole universe, every human being that you and I have met do have childhood trauma. Okay, but this is the thing that we do. When we see people who have had extreme problems, we categorize that as childhood trauma, and we don't categorize the little things as childhood trauma. When you're 6 years old and you went to school, and let's say something bad happened in school, and let's say the teachers shamed you. You remember, you have the memory of all the kids laughing. That 7-year-old you don't have the worldview and the knowledge that you and I have right now, because we're just 7. So for 7, we've only been surviving in this universe for 7 years. And your school and your home, your parents, that is all you have seen. You haven't seen any other reality. You haven't seen how people would be, some guy who's very free. He's like walking around, he's talking so expressively, like words are just like flowing through his mouth. You haven't seen that at the age of 7, and your brain doesn't have that much capacity. So in that little age, you come up with this idea that this is my world, and if that behavior, whatever I did in school, if that's not accepted, that is a behavior that is really bad, and that is a behavior that is going to mess with my survival. Let's say you yell, like speak a little loud in class. They're like, don't speak that loud. You know, like I grew up in like Indian culture, so I was not able to speak loud. And if I like talk to the teachers in a little bit like, it's so funny because like, this is how it usually worked for me. I'll be like saying something like, hey, so did you do the homework? I'm like, no, I did not do the homework. Louder! And then I would speak louder. And then they're like, hey, you're too loud. You know what I mean? So that 7-year-old me categorized being loud is bad for my survival, because an area that was so significant in my life, which was my school, which is part of my world, a big percentage of my world, if that percentage thinks, I'm just getting over my words right now, if that percentage thinks that being loud is bad, then I would never, ever want to be loud. And then I shove it. And then later on, I'm in my 20s, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my 50s, and that small incident is still running me. And guess what that is for you? It's a childhood trauma, okay? You go to a shopping mall or something, and with your parents, and then let's say you're just playing around. It happened to me. I remember at one point I turned back and I couldn't find my parents. I got lost there. That terrified me, because I'm like, where is my world? I'm not in this world anymore because my parents are not with me. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. We all have childhood traumas. Let's accept it and let's work on it. But this video is just about accepting it. So thanks for watching. Peace.